sistem pengeluaran barangnya itu seperti apa Pak? Apa memang ada standar yang harus dipenuhi juga?
Ya, kita menggunakan sistemnya ada dua ya, yaitu FIFO, first in first out, maupun sistem FEFO, first expired first out.
Oke. Jadi ada sistemnya ternyata yang untuk menjamin lagi-lagi kualitas dari produk gitu Pak ya?
Iya, betul. Karena tanggung jawab produk adalah tanggung jawab dari kita semua.
Ya Pak, terima kasih banyak nih sudah dijelaskan cukup banyak dan kita masih akan lanjut keliling-keliling lagi. Tapi sebelumnya pemirsa, kita akan ketemu lagi di Hangout with Emiten dalam episode berikutnya bersama saya Fajar Wayong. Terima kasih, sampai jumpa.
Yuk.
Due to the cancellation of this year's Hajj, government ensured that Hajj fund is safe and placed in Sharia banks. El Nusa and Pertamina will develop geothermal technology. Hello, good evening viewers. Market Headlines is ready to provide you information from business, economic and capital market sector. And as the pandemic is still ongoing, we will provide you the latest COVID-19 information, and please stay safe by taking some simple precautions such as physical distancing, wearing a mask, avoiding crowds, cleaning your hands, and having less mobility. And with me, Fajar Wayong, this is Market Headline. The government through Religious Affairs Minister Yakut Holil Koumas announced by the cancellation of this year's Hajj. Hajj Financial Management Agency ensured that Hajj fund is safe and placed in Sharia banks.
The fund will be stored and managed separately by the Hajj Financial Management Agency and would be pilgrims who have paid full deposits to the Hajj travel cost this year will be registered for next year. According to Anggito Abimanyu, head of Hajj Financial Management Agency, there have been 196,865 regular pilgrims who have paid off in 2020. From the settlement, there is a fund of 7.5 trillion rupiah. Meanwhile, for the special Hajj pilgrims, as many as 15,084 pilgrims have paid off. In total, there is an initial deposit and paid deposit of 120.6 million US dollar.
Bahwa seluruh dana yang kami kelola aman, seperti yang juga sudah digarisbawahi oleh Pak Yandri dan Pak Amir Syah tadi. Dana tersebut sekarang diinvestasikan dan ditempatkan di bank-bank syariah dengan prinsip syariah tentu yang aman.
Based on the decree of the Minister of Religion number 660 of 2021, it is stated that regular and special pilgrims who have paid off in 2020 will automatically become Hajj pilgrim in 2021 as long as the quota is available. From Jakarta, Gilang Praditya for IDX Channel.
Due to the debt of the State Electricity Company or PLN, which reached 500 trillion rupiah, the Ministry of SOE continues to strive to improve PLN's financial condition. One of the steps is to ask PLN to cut capital expenditures by up to 50%. Minister of State-Owned Enterprises Erick Thohir stated that the ministry continues to strive to improve the financial condition of the State Electricity Company or PLN. This is because PLN currently has a debt of up to 500 trillion rupiah. Therefore, one of the steps taken is to ask PLN to cut capital expenditures by up to 50%.
PLN itu utangnya 500 triliun. Tidak ada jalan kalau PLN itu tidak segera disehatkan. Salah satunya kenapa sejak awal kami meminta Capex PLN ditekan sampai 50%. Kalau bapak-bapak sama ibu-ibu ingat, waktu itu seperti itu. Alhamdulillah, PLN bisa menekan Capex sampai 24%, 24 triliun.
According to SOE Minister, now PLN has succeeded in making efficiency by reducing capital expenditures to 24%. This step is also able to encourage PLN's financial cash flow to be healthier. In addition to cutting capital expenditures, the handling of large debts was also carried out by asking PLN to renegotiate with creditors to be able to get lower interest rates. Another effort is to ask PLN to negotiate the purchase of take-or-pay electricity worth 60 trillion rupiah. The minister revealed, based on the latest report, PLN managed to negotiate up to 25 trillion rupiah. IDX Channel reports. After done it before in 2016 and 2017, Indonesia will propose another tax amnesty plan. However, Ministry of Finance announced that only obedient taxpayers that will get the tax amnesty.
Again, Indonesia will propose another tax amnesty plan. President Joko Widodo has notified the House of Representatives about his intention to introduce another tax amnesty program, the second in 5 years, as a part of government attempt to boost tax revenues amid the COVID-19 pandemic. This next tax amnesty program is different from first tax amnesty. Special staff for Finance Ministry, Justinus Prastowo, say that it will be only applied to obedient taxpayers.
Kita semua ingin fokus pada bagaimana peningkatan kepatuhan sukarela itu dilakukan. Bukan memberikan amnesti seperti 2016, tetapi mendorong yang betul-betul ingin patuh, tetapi sekarang ini khawatir atau gamang atau berat karena sanksi, boleh difasilitasi. Yang coba-coba tidak boleh difasilitasi, karena kita sudah punya instrumen yang cukup efektif, cukup banyak.
A tax amnesty program in 2016 to 2017 resulted in around 1 million taxpayers declaring more than 4,800 trillion rupiah worth of assets through official were very disappointed with the amount of assets that were eventually repatriated of 147 trillion rupiah. From Jakarta, Rahajo Pamo for IDX Channel.
And viewers, in international media today, U.S. President Joe Biden announced that the U.S. will donate an initial allotment of 25 million doses of surplus vaccine overseas. Meantime, the UK has removed Portugal from its quarantine-free travel list due to rising COVID-19 cases. U.S. President Joe Biden announced that the U.S. will swiftly donate an initial allotment of 25 million doses of surplus vaccine overseas through the United Nations Bag COVAX program, promising infusions for South and Central America, Asia, Africa, and others at a time of glaring shortage abroad and more than ample supplies at home. Twitter launches its new subscription service, Twitter Blue, in Australia and Canada. The paid-for extra service will add features such as an undo tweet button, bookmarks, and a reader mode. The limited launch is designed to gain a deeper understanding of what customers are looking for. But the company also said the free-to-use version of the platform would also remain. India's government has signed its first purchase order for unapproved COVID-19 vaccines a day after it faced criticism from the top court. The government will buy 300 million doses from local firm Biological E and has put down an advance of $205.6 million, even though the vaccine is still undergoing phase 3 clinical trials before approvals can be given. The UK has removed Portugal from its quarantine-free travel list. The UK relaunched travel on 17 May after more than 4 months of lockdown, with Portugal the only big destination open to travelers. The Transport Minister Grant Shapps told reporters that Portugal would be moved from the green to the amber list due to rising COVID-19 case numbers and the risk of a mutation of the Delta variant first discovered in India. Under the UK system, travel to countries rated amber or red is not illegal, but it is discouraged. IDX Channel reports. And viewers, market headlines will be right back after this quick break. Stay tuned.
Ingin menjalani kehidupan yang mapan dan masa depan yang sejahtera? Sikapi uang dengan bijak. Mulailah berinvestasi di pasar modal. Dengan membeli saham melalui Bursa Efek maupun perusahaan sekuritas, Anda dapat menikmati hasil keuntungan dari perusahaan-perusahaan besar yang tersedia. Pastikan Anda berinvestasi di perusahaan yang memiliki izin resmi. Cerdas mengelola, masa depan sejahtera. Otoritas Jasa Keuangan, lembaga pengawas industri jasa keuangan yang terpercaya. Menjalani kehidupan yang mapan dan masa depan yang sejahtera. Sikapi uang dengan bijak. Mulailah berinvestasi di pasar modal. Dengan membeli saham melalui Bursa Efek maupun perusahaan sekuritas, Anda dapat menikmati hasil keuntungan dari perusahaan-perusahaan besar yang tersedia. Pastikan Anda berinvestasi di perusahaan yang memiliki izin resmi. Cerdas mengelola, masa depan sejahtera. Otoritas Jasa Keuangan, lembaga pengawas industri jasa keuangan yang terpercaya.
Welcome back on Market Headline. Giant supermarket closure is one of Hero's long-term interests and 4 employees under the company. According to IndiHome, there is lesson learned from the issue. Retail sector, especially the small-scale ones, should improve its product innovation to be more sustainable.
From the government side, IndiHome demanded government to help small businesses from the impact of giant supermarket closure. According to Tauhid Ahmad, as executive director of IndiHome, many small businesses depend its business to giant supermarket because they sell the products there. Moreover, when it comes to small businesses for the household needs. From that side, he assessed that retail sector and all business players inside of it should innovate their products to be more sustainable so that there will be no huge dependency. On the other hand, retail business players are expected to able to seek another market too.
pelajaran berharga tersebut, tentu saja ya di UMKM itu harus siap ya dengan merubah inovasi untuk produk-produk baru mungkin yang lebih pasarnya lebih sustainable atau lebih berkembang dan siap untuk misalnya katakanlah bahwa kalau di misalnya UMKM di bidang pertanian, dia harus juga bisa membaca kebutuhan pasar lain yang.
Furthermore, Tauhid said that the small business and retail sector should go digital and get into e-commerce platform. Government's involvement is highly needed in this case. From Jakarta, Gilang Praditya, IDX Channel.
Yes, viewers, imagine if there is a package in front of your door after ordering it days ago. You must be very happy to receive it, right? So do all people in the world. Today, more Indonesians are increasingly ordering everything from milk and bread, sneakers, laptop through online. The good thing is it simplifies most things. Plus, in the midst of pandemic, it is healthier to buy everything online because it minimizes the risk of being infected by COVID-19. But the bad thing is offline stores are outpacing closures. Both small and big retailers are facing closures. One of the most recent and big closure is from Hero Supermarket subsidiary Giant Supermarket. The company is dying and the parent company tries to stop making another round of loss by cutting it. And let's see how far Hero has to keep up with the loss in the first graphic. So in the first graphic, we can see the Hero's loss in billion rupiah. In 2019, 28.21 billion rupiah, and in 2020, 1.2 trillion even. The Hero Supermarket lost in 2020, or up by 4,203% year on year. And I may say that this is such clever move, seeing the free falling financial performance. Hero Supermarket plans to close all of its Giant Supermarket outlets by the end of July to improve its finances after the pandemic knocked out Indonesia's retail industry. The group, which operates 75 Giant outlets according to its website, saw its revenue drop 34% year on year to 1.7 trillion rupiah in this year's first quarter, as mobility restrictions limit shop operating hours and shifted more consumption online. The closure has close link to employees' termination, but way before Giant stores closures, based on Hero's financial report, the company has reduced 6,667 employees. And let's see the detail in the next graphic. So in the next graphic, we can see the Hero's total employees. In 2017, 14,600. 2018, 13,700. While in 2019, it decreased to 9,900, and it was on the same level in 2020. And in 2021, the total employees even more decreased significantly to only 7,975. So from December 2017 to March 2021, 6,667 employees cut by the management of Hero Supermarket Tbk. The plus point is employee reduction lowered the company's cost, and as a proof, at the end of 2017, employees costed company of 1.34 billion rupiah, while at the end of 2020, the cost was only 1.16 billion. The good news is those who are terminated from Giant stores can submit job proposal to other Hero subsidiary companies such as Guardian, Hero, or IKEA. Indeed, there is higher growth in potential in IKEA, Guardian, and Hero Supermarket. From business actors' perspective, this is the right moment to hire new employees with younger workers and lower wages. Man, if I had a company, I would do so. However, layoffs will certainly lead to new unemployment. And as we know that in this pandemic, Indonesia is struggling with high unemployment rate. And let's see the details in the next graphic. In the next graphic, we can see the unemployment in Indonesia. January 2019, 6.93 million people. And January 2020, 8.75 million people are listed as unemployed. And the data is taken from the IDX Channel research. So Statistics Indonesia stated that unemployment is, of course, higher than last year because last year COVID-19 still did not exist in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant effect on labor market metrics for every state economic sector and major demographic group in Indonesia. And as the retail industry undergoes a big shift, its workforce is more vulnerable than ever. Not only giant, Indonesia has seen many well-known retailers experience financial troubles, resulting in store closures and bankruptcies. And let's see more in the next graphic. So in the fourth graphic, here it is major retailers that closed most stores. The first one is Gramedia, and the next one is Giant. As we know, from July, all stores will be closed. And Matahari Department Store also had decided to close several of its stores. Golden Truly, Centro, and also Ramayana, Lestari Sentosa. And these names are very iconic to Indonesian retail business, but permanent store closures number in the thousands, putting them on pace to break records. Dozens of retailers have filed for bankruptcy, while others remain at risk. Meantime, a growing number of customers want to shop online and get their purchases through curbside pickup or home delivery, and creating a much greater need for people to pick and pack items. Bank Indonesia's retail sales index dropped below a rating of 200 in April last year, when the country began implementing a large-scale social restrictions, and has remained below that level ever since, settling at 187.9 in March this year. And viewers, retailers, analysts, and trade groups say the pandemic could change the size and makeup of the retail industry now and for years to come. Therefore, the key is business innovation that can adapt the new era. And viewers, stay with us on Market Headlines. We'll be right back after this break.
Kini aplikasi mClears hadir di handphone Anda untuk memudahkan transaksi Anda. Informasi aktivitas clearing dan penjaminan tidak lagi hanya dapat diakses melalui komputer di kantor Anda, melainkan dapat diakses di mana saja dan kapan saja dalam genggaman Anda. Fitur-fitur mClears. Equity clearing dan settlement adalah fitur di mana Anda dapat melihat posisi kewajiban settlement anggota clearing hingga nilai alternate case settlement serta informasi gagal bayar. Risk management adalah fitur di mana Anda dapat melihat posisi trading limit, kolateral, MKBD, portofolio harian, risk charge anggota clearing dan kombinasi, serta nilai minimum cash collateral. Derivatif adalah fitur di mana Anda dapat melihat posisi trading limit, margin call, dan informasi clearing derivatif. Terkait pinjam-meminjam efek, terdapat fitur mengenai borrowing information dan lendable pool information, serta lending revenue dan borrowing fee. Serta menu lain yang menampilkan informasi mengenai haircut, risk charge saham, dan nilai harga penyelesaian harian dan harga penyelesaian final. Selain itu, Anda juga dapat mengakses fitur pengumuman, peraturan, dan informasi layanan KPEI pada aplikasi mClears. Download aplikasi mClears di App Store atau Google Play Store. Lakukan registrasi user Anda dengan menggunakan alamat email berdomain resmi yang sesuai dengan anggota clearing Anda. Setelah registrasi, Anda akan diberikan kode OTP di email Anda untuk verifikasi, dan aplikasi mClears Anda siap untuk digunakan. Anda dapat mengakses seluruh menu pada aplikasi mClears dengan melakukan aktivasi berlangganan premium yang dapat dilakukan dengan memilih menu Get Premium. Download aplikasinya sekarang, lakukan registrasi, dan dapatkan kemudahan dalam genggaman tangan Anda. Kemudahan informasi KPEI dalam genggaman Anda.
Pemerintah melalui Kementerian Perdagangan akan menerbitkan aturan terkait dengan larangan predatory pricing.
Salah satu kunci tertib niaga itu memastikan bahwa tidak ada praktek-praktek kecurangan yang disebut dengan predatory pricing.
Welcome back on Market Headlines. At the Jakarta Composite Index intraday movement, Jakarta Composite Index was open at the level of 6,093.74, and then approaching the closing time on the first session, the index was on the level of 6,058.42. Then the index was showing weakening trend by the second session closing time. Index was closed at the level of 6,056.17. In short, JCI went down 0.43%. And next, we're going to see the sectoral movement. Leading the dynamics of today's trading, we got technology as the leader of strengthening trend that went up 13.01%. Transportation and logistics went down 2.36%. Basic industry went down 1.91%, and infrastructure went down 0.04%. And moving on to top gainers and top losers, here are the key highlights from today's trading session. BABP went up 21.49% to the level of 294 rupiah per share. MLPL went up 5.5% to the level of 575 per share. BRIS went up 6.77% to the level of 2,050 rupiah per share, while TBIC went up 2.11% to the level of 2,100 rupiah per share. Meantime, the top losers for today's trading, BBRI went down 0.46% to the level of 4,340 rupiah per share. BBCA went down 0.3% to the level of 32,900 rupiah per share. Aneka Tambang went down 3.57% to the level of 2,430 rupiah, and BMRI went down 2% to the level of 6,125 rupiah per share. And next, we're going to see the intraday movement of rupiah towards US dollar. So rupiah opened at the level of 14,315. Rupiah was also showing weakening trends toward US dollar and was closed at the level of 14,357. In summary, rupiah went down 0.64%. As issuers, Al-Nusa will develop geothermal technology as one of the company's strategic efforts to the new renewable energy business. The technology development will be carried out with Pertamina Geothermal Energy. Issuer of oil and gas contractor services, Al-Nusa will develop geothermal technology as one of the company's strategic efforts to the new renewable energy business. The technology development will be carried out with Pertamina Geothermal Energy, or PGE, namely by making a two-phase flow meter technology as the world's first geothermal technology breakthrough. Meanwhile, the cooperation will begin with the use of technology in the prototype for operational testing in the geothermal field before it can be widely used. President Director of Al-Nusa, Ali Mundakir, said that the cooperation in the geothermal sector is one of the company's strategic steps to enter further into the new renewable energy business. The issuer with the stock code ELSA has come tense in terms of engineering and fabrication, as well as the marketing of technical equipment products used in geothermal operations. Meanwhile, Pertamina Geothermal Energy has the technical and scientific capabilities to innovate the equipment needed in geothermal operations. IDX Channel reports. Buana Lintas Lautan will increase its capital by conducting rights issue with a potential value of up to 580 billion rupiah. Shipping service issuer Buana Lintas Lautan will increase its capital with preemptive rights or right issue with a potential value of up to 580 billion rupiah. Based on the company's disclosure of information, the issuer coded BULL plans to issue a maximum of 1.45 billion new B shares from portfolio shares with a nominal share value of 100 rupiah per share. Buana Lintas Lautan's management explained that around 60% of the fresh funds obtained from the emissions will be used for working capital for the company's operational activities and 40% for business expansion. In addition, the company also believes that the rights issue plan can have a positive impact on the company's financial performance, strengthen the company's operational performance and capital structure. And to launch the rights issue plan, the company will hold an extraordinary general meeting of shareholders on June 7, 2021. IDX Channel reports. And step aside from market condition as coronavirus pandemic takes big role on current economic situation. Here it is, an update data about coronavirus globally. And viewers, the news close our market headlines today. Please enjoy our next program on IDX Channel, your trustworthy economic, business, and capital market channel. And don't forget to always wear face masks in public, keeping safe physical distances and washing hands to break the chain of COVID-19 infections. I'm Fajar Wayong. Have a nice evening and stay safe.
lemari esnya gede banget. Gimana bukanya nih? Oh. Aduh. Dingin. Hari ini jadi nyonya. Kita beres-beresin dulu deh. Apa ya? Enaknya kalau sambil beres-beres itu nyanyi. Nyanyi apa ya? Kau bilang padaku, kau ingin bertemu. Ku bilang padamu, oh iya nanti dulu. Aku lagi sibuk sayang, aku lagi kerja sayang. Jangan sorry, sudah tunggu saja diriku di rumah.
Ngapain?
Chef.
Kamu siapa?
Aku Jenny Cortez, Chef. Aku datang dari Brebes, terus aku habis beresin untuk masak. Aku udah siapin semuanya.
Beresin untuk masak, siapin semua?
Iya.
Siapa yang mau masak?
Aku diajarin sama chef.
Kamu siapa?
Jenny Cortez
Terus
dari Brebes.
bisa di sini ngapain?
Bisa ke sini